Cooking with Dime, cooking with Dime. Here we go. Let's make this pressure cooked whole chicken. One pot. Stop. Okay, guys, let's make this one pot pressure cooking meal. Okay, so first, you see I had a whole chicken there. I'm gonna undo it, and of course, I'm gonna rinse it all off. And what are we gonna do? Yes, honey, we are finna wash our meat, okay? Also, make sure that you go on the inside. As you will see, I'm pulling out that bag. It's got heart, gizzards, liver, all that. We're gonna go ahead and pull that on out and continue to wash our chicken. Make sure that you wash the inside of your chicken. I wash every hole that chicken has, okay? Wash it. I wish I had a yoni bar for their hole too. That's a joke. Sorry. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take an apple. I'm going to slice the apple. I'm going to quarter it. I'm going to get those seeds out. And what I'm going to do, honestly, I'm going to stuff the chicken with this. So I'm just going to cut up some apples. And they're going to be going in the chicken. You will see that. But just cutting them up. Make sure there's no seeds. Because, in case you decide to eat mushy apple, you don't want no seeds, right? So then we're going to go ahead and chop up an onion. Get that bad boy getting and going. Yep. I like onions. I don't know. Do y'all like onions? I do. So I'm also going to go ahead and chop up, I'm going to quarter potatoes. But what I did first is I went ahead and washed them off because since I left the skin on, I just went ahead and gave them a good wash. So I washed the potatoes. I'm cutting them up. I'm having them and then quartering them. We only had 4 potatoes left, but literally it fed us. It was awesome. I took a half of a head of cabbage, and I'm going to go ahead, take off all of the, if there's any brown spots, anything like that, and then go ahead and chop it off. I did also take off the core of the cabbage. Next, we're going to go ahead, throw those potatoes up on into the pot. I did season with pepper there. I'm also going to add some salt. There's my salt. So, and then I kind of want to give them a little stir around just so I got the seasonings. I dumped the cabbage on top of that. And again, I'm going to add a little salt and pepper to that. Just because, you know what? We like seasoned food over here, okay? And it actually turned out delicious. Just wait, you'll see. I gave it a little mix because, of course, I wanted it all in there. So, into our chicken I did onion and apple. There is onion that I threw on top of the potato, but I forgot that part. But so in the pot is potato, onion, and cabbage. In the bird is apples and onions. I closed up the bird. I'm going to put a little olive oil all over the bird. I didn't use a lot just because sometimes when you put them in pots, when they cook, they might stick to the sides. And I don't want mine to stick to the side of my pot. Oh, almost lost an apple. Look at that. Doggone it. So anyway, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and season that bird. I did do some garlic powder, which y'all can't see what that is. I tried. It didn't work. So anyway, there's some garlic powder is going all over that. And then the next thing we're going to do is lemon pepper seasoning. Of course, I screwed that up too, but you know what? You can see it right here. That is going to be your lemon pepper. After I got all that in, I went ahead and started massaging it a little bit onto the bird, just so that I knew that all the meat had a little bit of seasoning to it. Because, hey, it's your food. Do what you want to do with it. After I was done doing that, I once again sprinkled a little bit more lemon pepper on it, just so I had a good amount. We like a seasoning, baby. When I tell you it was awesome, it was awesome. So, let's move on. Let me show you how this is going to work. I'm bringing the pot back because we got to get that bird in there. So the bird is actually on a rack, and I'm going to go ahead and lower that rack into the pot. We got to make sure everything fits in there. I don't want no limbs hanging out, blah, blah, Then we're lowering the pot inside of our pressure cooker, and let's put that lid on. I'm going to get the lid on the pressure cooker, and then I'm going to set my pressure cooker. I want it to pressure cook, and I want it on high, and then I want to start it, of course. Anyway, it really does take 25 minutes for the whole bird to get cooked, along with the potatoes and the cabbage and everything else. It was pretty freaking yummy. The bird, everything was cooked thorough. I had no complaints about it. But let's continue. It also has a warming. See how it says 12 right there? Well, now it says 13. After it cooks, it'll continue to warm that food for the next 13 minutes. I hit the flip. I am now getting all of the air pressure out. Let's open it up and see what it did. Oh my gosh, what did it do? What did it do? There it is. Oh my God. Look at that bird, honey. And you see that seasoning still up on it. I grabbed some tissue because I didn't have a pot holder that was that small to get in there. Oh, lost a wing. So there is our bird. It is completely cooked. And there is the inside of our pot. Look at all them juices with the potato. When I tell you that chicken, it dropped all the drippings down there. And it was really, really good. So now I'm just going to show you. I am cutting a piece of the breast. And yes, honey, we're about to plate this up and eat, okay? So there's our chicken. And look at our potatoes and our cabbage and onion all together. Beautiful. It turned out really, really good. Y'all give it a try if you can.